We wouldn't be sitting here if the leaked Deadpool footage didn't get out years ago. You remember seeing that for the first time?
Yeah, I'm glad they did it, because as you say, here we are.
This man absolutely loves leaks. Oof, that didn't really sound right. Look, let me break this down for you real quick. Movie trailers and set footage are leaking left and right. And even though studios are going crazy trying to remove these videos left and right, I know this man is loving it up right now. Because, long story short, if Ryan Reynolds didn't allegedly leak his own trailer for the movie Deadpool, it never would have gotten made. Now, there's no way for me to actually prove that Ryan Reynolds did this, but after I watched this clip...
So the studio granted us a small amount of money to make test footage. This test footage that we shot then sat on the shelf for 4 years, as it does. Just a little under 2 years ago, it leaked accidentally onto the internet. The Deadpool fans freaked out and overwhelmed Fox, and Fox basically had to greenlight the movie. I know that one of us did it. There's 4 of us. There's me, Rhett Reese, Paul Wernick, and Tim Miller, the director. One of us did it.
I'm pretty sure this guy did it. But whatever the case is, thank God it leaked, because if it didn't, we wouldn't have got one of the best comic book movies ever made. But this isn't the only positive outcome because of leaks. Careers were spawned from movie leaks. The entire film side of social media survives on movie news, rumors, and leaks. And yeah, probably the people behind these leaks are probably losing their jobs, getting divorces, getting sent to jail. And you know what? I'm praying in Jesus' name for those guys, because I've seen enough Italian mafia movies to know what happens next. But after watching the leaked Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man Brand New Day trailers, it made me realize what the bigger threat is, not only to Kevin Feige, but to the entire freaking movie industry in general. It's whoever's making these freaking trailers today, man. My goodness. Movie trailers reveal way too much today, man. I mean, by the time you're done watching one, you can pretty much guess how the movie ends, what the plot twist is, who's gonna be the surprise cameo. I mean, the element of surprise is just freaking gone, man. So you know what? Not only am I gonna talk to you guys about what I've seen in these trailers, but I'm also gonna tell you guys the absolute truth. And that's the fact that... But before we start this video, I gotta thank my sponsor, nobody. I don't got a sponsor. This is a brand new channel, but I am giving a gift away at the end of this video, so make sure you watch it all the way until the end. At one point in time, it used to be so simple. You walk into your local movie theater, you see a little poster, maybe a cool cardboard cutout, you grab your snacks, you slap your booty cheeks down into a movie theater chair, the lights would dim and the previews would start. And regardless if these trailers made the movies look like absolute masterpieces or complete garbage, as soon as those trailers were done,
you're gonna turn to the person next to you and you're gonna review that film. And whatever it is, you mean it.
And this made perfect sense. But now we're trying to use trailers to sell movie tickets by making them movie theater exclusives, releasing a new one for the same damn movie every week? Whose freaking idea was this? I gotta know who thought this one up. And then when the Avengers Doomsday trailer leaked, the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer leaked, even the freaking Mandalorian and Grogu trailer leaked, but no one freaking cares about that. All these studios are going nuts trying to remove them on every social media site they can find, left and right, even though we all pretty much saw or heard what these trailers are about already. But if you somehow didn't, here's a quick recap. Chris Evans is back as Steve Rogers, and we see him roll up on a motorcycle, put his cap suit in a suitcase, and he's got a little baby now. So him and Peggy got a little freaky and a little bambino popped out. That's nice. And then we see text on screen saying Steve Rogers will return, and then we see a countdown on screen ticking until the release date of Avengers Doomsday. In the other Avengers Doomsday trailer, we see Thor praying before a battle, basically coming out of his break/retirement he took because of his daughter. And then again, we see Thor will return and a countdown on screen until the release of Avengers Doomsday. For Spider-Man Brand New Day, we got 2 leaked trailers, and in the first one, he's reading out loud the letter we saw him write to MJ at the end of No Way Home. We find out Sadie Sink is actually playing a villain, but we still don't know who the heck it is. We see the swinging scenes that was going viral when the filming first started for this movie, and my god, the boys absolutely cooked with these, because even in 140p 8-bit quality, they still look freaking amazing. But we also see Spider-Man losing his powers, kind of how like Toby did in Spider-Man 2, and then we see him get his powers back after hanging upside down butt naked in an alleyway. God knows how he got into that position, but anyway, now even plot leaks are starting to suggest that he's going to get new organic web shooting powers and Spider-Man abilities. We see him go to Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk, and he asks him to help. He calls him a professor, so I guess that means he's running a school in New York. And obviously this guy doesn't remember him. No one does. Everyone forgot who Peter Parker is, so he asks him, "Are you one of my students?" And we see that the Punisher is going to end up at some point helping Spider-Man in this movie. And sure, you can call it a coincidence that a Spider-Man trailer leaked at the exact same time that the Spider-Man Spider-Man No Way Home trailers leaked. But here's the thing, man. If you ask me, I honestly feel like these studios are leaking their own trailers and footage on purpose just so they can become a social media trending topic and create buzz and hype online. Regardless, though, it's a win-win, because even if they didn't leak their own trailers or footage, it's still creating free publicity and bringing more hype for the projects anyway. But even with all that positivity and hype it does bring, it also brings a whole lot of... Look, we heard it a million times already, but whether you like it or not, the truth is the truth. The golden era of Marvel is over. And it's clear that Marvel is scrambling to try to recover or salvage all the damage that they did after Endgame. Obviously, we got a couple of unbelievable projects after Endgame, but even if you want to call the rest of these projects just okay or decent, if you ask me, that's not the quality or standard Marvel was ever known for. Come on. Because for me, at one point when a Marvel movie came out, it was a freaking must-see event that everyone was excited for. But after Ant-Man Quantumania came out and Marvel's new big villain Kang flopped and they scrapped all those plans, it didn't just suck for Marvel Studios, but it really felt like a big gut punch for the whole Marvel fan community. I mean, there was even reports coming out at that time that Kevin Feige was going nuts, that he himself was also extremely upset and not happy with the quality of Marvel projects that were coming out. So Kevin had to make a move. And this decision he did blew everyone's mind. People were divided about this, saying it was just lazy writing and nostalgia bait, just trying to get us back into theaters to see the OG Avengers on screen again, even though they already gave them basically perfect endings. But you know what? Now, after all these leaks, those opinions got even louder.
We are reaching levels of garbage I did not even know was possible with this franchise.
But if Chris Evans is like a part of the whole movie, then yeah, I think I'm gonna have a problem with this.
And we watched his ending in Endgame just to have him set up this other movie that has 20,000 people in it.
And now we're trying to make an entire event out of this with 4 different trailers focusing on 4 different people. Marvel focusing on the big 3 instead of all of these characters they've spent the last 5 or 6 years building shows me everything that is wrong with this fucking movie.
But you know what? Forget about those leaks. Forget about the debates. Forget about the marketing stunts. You want to know what I think the biggest problem is? The entire plot, story, cliffhangers, and details of movies today are basically all shown in the damn trailer. They don't save us any room for speculation or excitement anymore. They just show you everything. It's gotten so bad that whenever I go to the movies and a trailer for a movie comes on screen that I'm really excited for, I just freaking cover my ears and close my eyes and just say, oh, I can't watch it because it just gives the entire movie away. It could just be me and my nutcase brain, but when I watch these new trailers today, they just make my brain overanalyze and I guess everything that happens in a movie before I even go and see it. Look, the best example I can think of for how important a trailer is for a movie's success is Thunderbolts. When this movie was first announced, all the way up until before the movie came out, a lot of people I spoke to, or even people online, did not care to see this movie at all, especially after Captain America Brave New World, the Marvels, and a lot of other major flops that came out. A lot of people around the world were starting to feel sick and tired of this era of comic book superhero movies. But then all they did was drop this trailer and it changed everything. I mean, this is one of my favorite movie trailers and there's not even really any dialogue in it. No conversations, no plot lines revealed, nothing. Just a freaking really good, entertaining teaser trailer. And its pitch to you was just a vibe. You guys want to vibe with it or not? That was it. The trailer was so good, it literally went viral and people were calling it the A24 style trailer because for some reason, that's the only studio left we can mention when we see something cinematic or film worthy. And I don't think that's anything special with A24 themselves, even though those boys did put out some bangers. But that's not what made this trailer go viral. The trailer went viral because it was freaking amazing and it made people excited for this movie. And you could say you didn't like this movie and that the trailer made it look better than it was, and that's fine, but the trailer did its job. It got you to go see the movie. But for me, I don't think this trailer was just good. I thought the movie was great as well. It felt like Marvel was going back to the formula that worked and that it found its passion and love for storytelling again through these no-name characters that nobody really even likes. And in my opinion, if every single movie trailer today took inspiration from this one, or took inspiration from Timothée Chalamet and his marketing with the movie Marty Supreme, which honestly deserves its own freaking video, how good it is, there would be such a big positive domino effect for every movie that comes out. So whether you're mad at Marvel, you're mad at Kevin Feige, you're mad at the leakers who put this information out there, if you ask me, the studio's focus shouldn't be on how do we stop these leaks. It should be on how do we make better trailers? How do we market these movies better? Because in my opinion, I think that But if you somehow made it all the way to this end of this video and you're still looking at my ugly face, I got a gift for you, paisano. You see this guy? He won a freaking PS5, and you can win one too. All you gotta do is click on the link in the pinned comment or the description of this video, click on all these buttons, and that's it. So if you want to get involved in some of this action, all you gotta do is don't click on the links, don't like this video, and definitely don't subscribe. Please stop doing this, guys. I'm begging you. Jesus loves you guys. Take care. God bless.